Happy birthday, Pisces! If March 14th is your birthday, this is for you. My gift to you, an oracle reading. We are going to be using some tarot cards. And so, yeah, I pulled a bunch of cards for you. We're going to take a look at your year ahead. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of good work. This is definitely a work year for you. So you got a lot of stuff going on and a lot of opportunity for some self-discovery and some inner work. But before we get into that, a couple things. One is that this is the collective reading. So not everything will resonate with you. That's totally okay. Keep what does, let go of what doesn't. And also know that whenever you receive this message, it's just the right timing for you. So even though this is for March 14th, if that's your birthday, whenever you got this, it is the right time for you to hear. And then lastly, it would really mean a lot to me if you would like and subscribe to this and let me know in the comments what you thought and how this resonated with you. Okay, Pisces, so let's get started. Now, I know you guys are some sensitive water babies sometimes, but you are also very devoted and intuitive. So you're willing to do some work, which is what you're doing already this spring. So this card comes forward, dark matter. Some things that drew me to this card are this rabbit hole. This reminded me very much of a rabbit hole. This dark matter, this mystery. It really felt like to me that you guys are doing some literal deep dives, deep rabbit hole dives, educating yourself. So you're coming into a lot of new information, a lot of things that were hidden from you, a lot of truths that are now in your awareness. But you really had to go looking. You really had to go searching. And that's what you do this spring. Is you spend a lot of time educating yourself, learning new things, how things really are. And there's an invitation here not to freak yourself out. Take some breaks, be balanced, go down the rabbit holes, but make sure you come back for air. You do have a bit of a tendency to be impressionable, so make sure that you are learning what you're learning from responsible resources, from accurate resources. Make sure you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, as you educate and learn. Some of the stuff might make you uncomfortable. I'm feeling for some of you that there's a lot of epiphanies, but that not all of the information is very pleasant. So you might be kind of miring through some of this information. And it's going to take a while for it to integrate. So make sure that you are giving yourself lots of time for rest, lots of time for relaxation, lots of time to just be as your body integrates. And I want to show you that deck's, yeah, here it is. The Elemental Oracle. That's what this card is from. Okay. And that is your spring. So those are some themes in the spring that are presenting themselves to you. And then we head into the summer and we have recovery. Now, in tarot historically, this is that one card with the gentleman laying underneath 4 swords. And when you first look at it, it looks like, is he dead? It looks like, he's sort of, he's lying on this hard surface. It just doesn't look like he's very comfortable. But then you realize as you look at him more that he's very at peace. He's also covered in gold and he's very protective. It looks like he's maybe almost even in a church. And then you realize not only is he in a place of recovery, but he's in a place of protection. So your summer is offering you an opportunity, if you didn't already, to really integrate everything that you learned, but not only integrate it, come to terms with it. For a lot of you, you've come into some information and some knowledge about the world you live in or about your own personal life that is jarring and it can be shocking. Okay, but because you are a compassionate being, Pisces, you have a lot of ability to be self-compassionate. Because you are also a water sign, your emotions have the ability to flow in and out of you. They don't have to stay stuck to you. So this time of recovery, make sure that you're doing a lot of self-care to really give yourself the opportunity to settle into this information without it really getting to you, without it shocking you into a state of anxiety. Okay? This summer is very much for you to just come to terms with and accept and integrate all this new self-discovery and all this new information. Okay? Because it might be pretty shocking. But it's all okay. It's all, even if it's scary information, it's all okay. Because all is truly well. Now, in your fall, we had an animal ally come through. And this animal ally is the beaver spirit, which I thought was really cool because you learned a lot about the truths, about how things really are in your life and out in the world, out in the collective. You recovered from the truth, and now you're ready to lay some new foundations and to start fresh with this new knowledge, with the truth. So now that you are better informed with the truth, you can make more accurate decisions about how to move forward and go forward in your life. And I don't know if you just heard my stomach, but that was my stomach growling. So Beaver Spirit is here to invite you to start asking yourself, now that I know, what do I want to do differently? Or now that I understand, how do I want to create from a more conscious foundation? So this is an invitation. Spirit's saying, okay, now you know, so what would you like to do? Or now you know, so how do you want to live in your new truth? How do you want to participate as a sovereign being who stepped into a new reality? And I'm feeling right now you can trust yourself. Somebody's guides are saying that there's some of you who are feeling so overwhelmed, like, how do you even know where to begin? Invite Beaver Spirit in to help you discover that. There's no need to do it right away. It can be a slow building, but this is really to start getting you to think in that way. How do I want to create from here on out? Better informed, with more knowledge, with more truth, with more wisdom. And then lastly, in the winter, we have the Eight of Cups. And this card invites you to change. Now, for a lot of you, this change is something that emotionally you've already done. But the winter and this change and this Eight of Cups invites you to start participating in that change that emotionally you've already started on. For some of you, this does feel a little resistant. For some of you, we want to stay kind of in the old way of being. We don't want to move on. We don't want to create change. We just want things to stay how they are. And I get it. I do. This card is really inviting you to step into your power, recognize the places in your life where this truth revealed things to you that you no longer want to participate in, right? And so there's this invitation in the winter to take that leap, to move on from the things that no longer serve you, to move on from the situations and the relationships that you discovered actually maybe don't have anything else to teach you. Maybe there's situations that you no longer want to be in, that you know that aren't healthy or good for you. And it really is time. The universe is inviting you this winter to move on from them. So I hope that was helpful for you. A lot of good opportunity this year to get closer to stepping more and more into your power as you discover more and more of your own personal truths. So, if you want to dive deeper into any of these concepts or something completely different, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My information and my website are in the description box. And again, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And again, happy birthday.